Oh, it's not getting anything from my mic? Why is that? There we go. That should work now. Let's change that to streaming quality. 1080p at least. There we go. 720. Yuck. Wednesday isn't fun. Wednesday is fun, Slimy. We're halfway to the weekend, baby. That's what's up. Slimy says Wednesday isn't fun, dude. Wednesday's great, dude. I'm trying to think what they have for the specials on Wednesday. I mean, there's like Thirsty Thursday, Taco Tuesday. What is Wednesday? I don't know.
Drink some water.
Drink some water Wednesday. We do like that one. What about there's Fish Friday, I guess, in the UK, right? That's a thing, Fish Fridays? I remember that.
Something to do with monks, and they called it Friday because, yeah.
Yeah, what's the origin of that, dude? Yeah. Hey, I need help with Vigil says I need some help with some just join the stage. Join the office hours stage. Raise your hand and I'll put you on it. That's what you gotta do. What's up? What's up? Henlo, wow, he's adopting the noise language now, dude. Brinksy wants to speak. What's up, Brinksy?
Hello.
What's up, Brinksy? How's it going, dude?
Good. How about you?
Good, man. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What do you need help with, dude? What's up? You got a class or something?
Finished all my schoolwork for the week.
Good job, Hikaru, dude. Congratulations.
It's just 2 questions. From
Okay, cool.
Homework.
Did you post some screenshots of them in the help
Yeah.
screenshots channel? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Let
I
me do it.
did.
All right, I'll do them right now. 1 second. Where the fuck is my mic? Not my mic. I need my pen. This thing. There we go. All right. All right, we'll start off the stream, and I'll say hi to everyone in a bit. Okay, cool. Welcome to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. This is Actual Education. The stream that helps you out with math homework, science homework, all the fun stuff. Today we got, Hypatia's here. What's going on, Hypatia?
Did you see the image?
I have not seen the image yet. I just got onto Discord. I literally just got on Discord. Here, let me help Brinksy's question real quick, and then I'll check out all the things people have sent me. Let me do his question real quick, because I know he's probably going to go. It's late for Brinksy. We'll see.
Hello.
Oh my god, that's very loud. What's up? What's up, Ethan? Oh, we got lots of questions today. Awesome. Great. Love it. Okay, here. Cool. Here. All right. Solve the equation using the quadratic formula. Uh-oh. Ugh, I hate the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula sucks, honestly. It really does.
Wait, actually,
What's up, Ethan?
haven't I ever studied that? Didn't I ever know the quadratic
Yeah,
formula?
you definitely have done the quadratic formula at some point.
I think I've done it with noise one time.
Yeah, I guarantee you have. It's not terrible. I just don't like it. It's much easier to factor things.
I think that's a lot more easier, you know. I think that's way easier.
It is. Brinksy, do you know how to factor this?
Uh,
I'm gonna show you the quick way to do it, and then I'll show it the way your teacher wants to do it.
Alright.
So, you see this? We have what? This is like x squared minus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0.
Yep.
Have you ever factored this into like 2 things like this?
yeah, I have.
Okay.
But
Do you remember how to do it?
Not with like the equal 0 part.
Oh, that's okay. I'll show you how it works. Okay. Well, just ignore this for now. Ignore it. Like, who cares about it? Like, okay. How would I factor this? What's the rule? There's a trick for it.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay. Try to think. Try to remember. I know you know it.
Oh wait, don't you
There you
do
go.
the
Uh-huh.
x, since it's x squared, you put x first on each of the bracket? Or
Good.
each
There
of
is
the
an X first on
parentheses?
each of the bracket. You're absolutely right. Cool. Yeah, that's good.
Uh, hmm.
Has something to do with this number and something to do with this number.
Is it how many times it could go into it? Like,
Okay. So you want to know two numbers, Brinksy, that multiply to this but add up to this.
okay, so. Hmm.
What are some numbers that multiply to 15?
5.
Good.
3.
Yeah, good. 5 and 3. Cool. Yeah, 3 and 5. You kind of picked it right off the bat. All right. Do these things add up to -8?
Yes.
So they would if they were both negative. So if it was -3 times -5, that would. Do you see how negative times a negative would equal a positive?
Yeah.
And then do you see how -3 plus -5 would equal -8?
Yes.
Good, awesome. So once you know that, once you have the number that works like that, you just put those numbers into here. So this one become x minus 3. What would this one become?
X minus 5.
Good.
Nice.
Okay, good. And then you just do this thing equal to 0, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what you're doing when you're solving a quadratic or something like this is we're just trying to figure out what number for x would make this whole thing 0, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So do you see, like, if this expression was 0, right, that the whole thing would be 0?
Yeah.
Because 0 times anything is 0, as long as it's not infinity. Yeah. Okay. So what values of x would cause this side to equal 0?
Wait, wait, for the 3, wouldn't it be plus 3?
Good. So it would be x is equal to plus 3, or
Oh, for the 5, or
yeah,
it would be
yeah,
positive 5, positive
or positive 5. Yeah, good. There you go. Nice. Exactly. Good. Yeah, because watch what happens in Brinksy. If I put 3 into here, you see how this goes to 0?
Mhm.
This would technically go to -2, right? But I don't really care that it's going to -2 because 0 times -2 will still be 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I could plug in 5, right? Because if 5 were here, 5 minus 5 would be 0. And then again, this would technically be 2, but I don't care what this is. Goes away. It's just 0, yeah. So, the answer is technically x is equal to, it says separate values if needed. So you would say 3, 5 for this is what you would say for this. Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. Maybe the next one doesn't factor as well. Yeah, the next one doesn't factor, so I'll show you. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Cosmic, what's the AC method? What's the AC method he said? The fuck? AC method? That sounds pretty cool. Never heard the AC method.
ACDC.
AC/DC. I'm back in black.
Nice.
We all got that wrong on a trivia question or something. The question was like, which artist released the album Back in Black? And we all put AC/DC. It turned out it was Amy Winehouse. That was like her thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know we got it all wrong because it's actually called the song is called Back in Black, but the album isn't called Back in Black. Yeah, AC method is literally what I just did. Okay, that's cool. All right. Okay, so let's try to do this one here, Brinksy. So you see here, x squared minus 11x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay.
Yep.
So now, if we wanted to factor this, I would try to figure out two numbers that multiply to 5 but add up to, well, multiply technically to -5, but then add up to -11.
Mm. Okay. It would be a decimal. It would be 2.5, right?
Well, think about it.
2.5 and
Yeah, well, 2.5 and 2, right? But that wouldn't really work.
Yeah.
Do you see how this thing doesn't add up to -11 anyways?
oh yeah.
Yeah, right. This is a case where factoring doesn't work, Brinksy, because the only factors of 5 I have is like 1 and 5. That's literally it. They're always going to be whole numbers, too.
Okay.
So, 1 and 5, this would be either -1 and +5 or +1 and -5. But either combination of that does not get me 11.
No.
So that means we have to use the quadratic formula. Okay. Yeah, here's the quadratic formula. There's a whole song to it that I learned in like, I don't know, 7th grade or something. Excuse my like poor singing, but it's like x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Yeah, there you go, right? Is that Pop Goes the Weasel? I think it's Pop Goes the Weasel. Is that what it is?
It's Pop Goes the Weasel. I was
Fuck.
singing along.
Do these kids even know what Pop Goes the Weasel is? Is that even like still taught?
I
No,
hope so.
Do you-
I don't think so.
Brinksy, you don't know what Pop Goes the Weasel is? Oh man.
No.
All right, I'm gonna educate the people. I gotta educate the kids.
Oh, by the way, the AC/DC album was called Back in Black.
Oh, it was. Oh, then fuck. Okay, then I was right then. Okay. Here we go.
I
Wait,
think it was the first album I ever owned, actually.
it was called Back in Black, and it was an AC/DC album.
I think the first album I ever bought. Was
Oh, you know what it
AC/DC Back
was?
in Black.
It was okay. The question was the album was Back to Black. That's the problem. Yeah, look up. I think the Amy Winehouse one is Back to Black. Where's like just a simple Pop Goes the Weasel, dude? Jesus. And why do I have to watch an advertisement for it? Am I that old that we don't even have videos of this shit? Oh god, it's fucking terrible. Why is this a 2-minute like? Okay, this is how people used to, I guess, sing songs in like the really old days. But, okay, anyways, yeah, okay. This is the formula. Brinks, you have to memorize it, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Questions. Do you know what A, B, and C are here?
Oh yeah. I know A is x squared, B
Huh?
is 11, and B is -11,
B is -11. That's correct.
and then C is -5.
Good. So then the key thing here though is A is equal to 1, not x squared. It's just equal to 1. So you always take the number in front of the coefficient. That's why this was a -11 and then this was a -5. The issue is if there's no number in front of it, you just assume that there's a 1. We're just lazy. We don't want to write the 1.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Yes.
So once you have these, now you can like plug them into this like ugly formula, right? Okay. Okay. So what would this be equal to? How would I do this?
Okay, so it will be, since there's a -11,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a double negative, so it'll be positive.
Good. Positive 11, right? Plus or minus.
Square root of -11 squared
Yeah, good. Very good. -11 squared.
minus 4.
Mhm.
Wait, 4 is part of the formula, right?
Yeah, 4 is part of the formula.
Times 1
Good.
and times -5,
Good. Nice.
all divided by 2.
Times. Don't forget this one.
1. Well, times
Ah.
1 times 1.
Good. 2 times 1. Good. Good. All right. Yeah, which is just 2. Right. Good. Okay. Awesome. All right. So now we got to do this. So this is 11 plus or minus. Do you know what the square root of -11 squared is?
-11 squared is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the square root of it?
No, the square of it. Sorry. The square of
Oh,
negative.
yeah, it's 121.
Good. 121. Good. Right. Yeah. So this is 121. And then what happens with all this stuff?
It's, you multiply it, and then it's going to be a positive because
Good.
2 negatives.
2 negatives, positive. Exactly. Good. Yep. So this is plus 20 all over 2. So this is really ugly. This is 11 plus or minus the square root of 141 over 2. Okay. Now here's what happens. Just a little quick thing, Brinksy. If this ends up being negative, like whatever's inside of here, do you know what happens when inside the house is
Yeah.
negative?
Yeah, we learned about this. It's an imaginary number, so it's going to be an I.
Yeah, there's an I, right? You pull an I out, and you say there's no real solutions if that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll learn later, like, how imaginary numbers really work. But for now, I don't think you need to know it. This is it. I wonder is 141, like, factorable? I forget if it is. Factors of 141. Oh, there are. No, well, it's all primes. Okay. 1, 3, 47, and 141. Okay, so 141 is basically prime. You can't reduce this, is what we're saying. Do you know sometimes you can reduce this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it was 144,
Good.
wouldn't it would be 12?
Good, exactly. It would be 12. Yeah. And here's another good one. What if it was, for instance, 288? Do you know how that one would reduce?
288? No.
Okay, so I'll teach you. A little quick side note here. All right. So if you ever have like the square root of something big and you can break it up into factors, all you need to look for are pairs of that factor. Okay. So in the case of 288, you could break this into 2 and 144. Okay. Which this you could break up into 12 and 12. Because you have a pair of 12s, the 12 can come out. This is left. And this would be 12 square root of 2. Have you learned this before? Like reducing radicals?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
That's
can you
how it
repeat
works. Yeah, for
that? I
sure.
didn't get that.
For sure. Here, let me do something simpler. Let me do a simpler one. Okay. Let's say I have 56. Okay.
Yep.
And I want to like this. It looks like kind of a big number inside of a square root. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you write out what the factors are of this, like a factor tree. Okay. Until you don't have any numbers left. So what are some factors of 56 that you know?
56.
You can always start with 2. If something's even, you can always start with 2.
Okay. 28.
Good. 28 and what?
28 and 2.
Good. Okay. This one you can't reduce anymore. So now we look at this one. How can I reduce 78 like into 2 factors?
Oh, for 28 it will be 7.
7. Good. And what else?
7 and 4.
Good. Exactly. Very good. Okay. I can't. The 7 doesn't break any up more because right, that's 1 and 7. What about the 4 though? Can I break the 4 up into more things?
Yeah, it could be a 2.
Good.
It-
2 and a 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. So these are like what are called like the factors. They call them the prime factors technically of this number. Okay.
Yep.
And what you want to do is you want to find out where you have a pair of those numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So do we have a pair of these numbers? I have 7, 2, 2, and 2, right? Is there somewhere I have a pair?
Yeah, 2s. The 2s.
Good. So these 2s is a pair, right? Anytime you have a pair, you can bring that pair out as a single number. So I'm going to say that this is just going to be 2. Okay?
Yep.
And then everything else that is left has to stay in the house, unfortunately. So, for instance, the 7, right, has to stay, and the other 2 has to stay because it doesn't have a partner. It's lonely. So
Wait, so how would you rate that?
good. So this would be left as you end up multiplying these together. So this becomes 7 times 2, which just becomes 14.
14.
Yeah. So your final answer, if you wanted to break up the root of 56, you'd break it up into 2 radical 14.
Hmm.
See how that works?
Yeah, I see now.
Okay. If you pull, if for whatever reason you pulled out another pair of 2s, or let's say you pulled out another pair of 3s somehow, this would also go on the outside as a 3, and you would multiply it. So then it would be 6 root 14. If for whatever reason the factors worked out like that.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I think this was the answer for this one. She probably wants you to put it into decimal places or something, right? Use integers or fractions. Oh, and it says or use the radicals. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so you technically have to write it out like this.
Oh,
You would-
you have to keep it like that?
Yeah, it doesn't reduce, right? So when we have this plus minus here, Brinksy, I would write one of them as a positive, right? And then
Yeah.
you have to write the other one as it having a negative, is what you have to do. So you'd have to say it's, come here. You would say this or I guess comma, and then it would be minus, and then these would be your official 2 answers you would type in.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's like a there's the sign where it has the plus over the negative. So
Oh,
it's
it
a plus
does?
Negative sign. I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Well, but this is what I get when they say use a comma to separate answers as needed. you may have to put the comma with the plus and then the minus. If they let you put the plus minus and put a single answer, do it. But sometimes these computer programs are like buggy and they won't accept that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Does that help you out?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, awesome, dude. Sweet.
Thank you.
Good job. You're welcome.
That's dope.
What is Jamarcus talking about? Nobody is strange? What are you talking about? What's up, Cosmic? Do you have more like awesome homework that's like what I did was wrong, apparently? That one question, dude? I'm sure it was wrong. I'm sure I made a mistake somewhere. Oh man. All right. You figured out your homework. Oh, congratulations, dude. Ooh, let's see. What is Hypatia lecturing today at school? This actually does look pretty cool. Let me see what this is happening. This looks like a computer program or something. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I want to see it.
Yes. Did you?
Yes, I just did. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. This looks like computer science almost.
Yeah, this is ChatGPT. How like the previous work leading to this.
Oh wow. This I assume are these tensor products or what these are?
No, they are not tensor product. They are pointwise addition and multiplication.
Oh,
of
okay.
Vectors.
And then
They like
what is C here and what is H here?
long time memory, short time memory. Well, it's a hidden state and a memory propagation or memory state. So the upper one is a hidden state that you can basically, like, it's less prone to influences. So the previous work in these memory, like, they are recurrent models and it has tendencies to forget long-term stuff. And also in training, it usually, like, the gradient can vanish or explode. So this partially solves that.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Wow. So wait, this is how ChatGPT works? So are these like the inputs is what we're saying?
I mean, like,
And then this is the
input
output?
is like X in the left bottom, that's the input. And then the C and the H, they are hidden states.
Okay. And then where's the output? Up here?
Yeah, this is I think this is an encoder. So there is another thing called a decoder, which is slightly a variant of this
Oh, okay.
that produces the outcomes. So these
Are you teaching
called
this for your
trans-
logic class or what? This doesn't look like a standard math thing.
It's a philosophy class. Well, it's neural
Oh.
networks, like everybody cares about them, but I just thought,
Yeah.
like, it's a bunch of undergraduate students who probably they are interested in these cool stuff, so I just randomly talk about it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, neural networks and all this machine learning stuff is a super hot topic. I see it because when I sometimes go job hunting to see if, there's some jobs out that maybe I would take, all of them are basically just hungry for, like, who knows machine learning. Like, I even saw for Khan Academy, they're hiring a prompt engineer.
Like there is a U.S. immigration thing. So basically, they send immigration people to the AI conferences and try to recruit people, offering them a work permit to stay in the U.S.
Oh wow, so that's like the H-1 visas and stuff.
Yeah, like a distinguished scholar or something like that. I
Oh
think.
wow. Yeah, I start thinking like whether I should just go in and just like get some sort of machine learning certificate or something so that I'm like technically qualified for these jobs and just take them, dude. Like they pay so much.
You don't need certificates. I mean, you can just write something, write a
I guess I
paper
could.
or anything. Like these papers are really easy to produce. But you might not have a big quantitative measure like the indices, but you want a publication, you get a publication. That's basically
Yeah,
how
I
it
see.
works.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I just take like an intro boot camp course or something, into like machine learning and neural net. We had this during grad school. I remember this. They had the courses and whatnot, and like I could have done them, but I just had no interest in it. I thought it was just a fad, and like I'm finding out now that it's all these jobs. They just want it. It's the new buzzword. It's the new crypto. It's the new NFT. It's machine learning and AI. And I'm like, okay, guys, but ugh, I don't know. Maybe I'll break down and just do it.
See, that one cracks me up.
Right? Which one? Which one?
Cosmic has said, last week I went to a coffee shop and an AI took my order.
An AI took my order? What do you mean an AI took your order? Like they decided the coffee for you? Like what'd they do? What?
What coffee do you want? Kill all humans.
Did you see that when like what is it? They prompt the AI to like do manual labor and it decides that it's not worth it, so it just kills itself. It was on here, I'll show that. Pazarito says tips to improve at math. Ooh, okay, that's a cool question. What type of math are you trying to improve at? That's the whole, you know, are you trying to get your times tables better, or are you trying to like learn about Lagrange multipliers? What level of math are you trying to improve? I mean, in general, a good way to improve math is just to do homework questions, but where is this? AI works manual labor kills itself. This is such a funny like thing that happened.
Bob.
Yeah, it was on TikTok. Yeah. AI robot kills itself after wage slavery of repetitive 15-minute work. It decided that like that was the best course of action. It was like wage slavery. Let's just end our lives. It's pretty funny.
Shall I serve people coffee? No.
No.
I'll commit seppuku.
Yeah, seppuku. Yeah. Pazarita says tips to improve at algebra. Okay, cool. Yeah. Best way to get good at algebra at that level of math, like any of those, I would say like mid-level math classes, is really just to do questions. It's to do homework questions. That's the way to get better at it. The more you do a task, the more likely you are to not make mistakes when you have to do it again. Such as this AI robot. If he decided to keep working more than 15 minutes, he probably would have gotten really good at his task. If there's certain things, Pazarito, that like you have difficulty with, like say for instance, you say, oh, in algebra, I have a hard time like isolating, you know, the variable when it's underneath the root or whatnot. There are like tactics, there are strategies you can use to get better at doing that. Like algebraic manipulation is kind of a beautiful art form sometimes that really you only gain the intuition to do once you've done it a lot. So I've been doing it for over a decade, so when I see like certain algebra like patterns, I know, oh, well, this is the trick I do to try and isolate the variable. You know, the classic example is, you know, sometimes they have they'll have something like this, right? They'll have like 1 over, I don't know, like, you know, square root of x minus 3 and something, and you know, like an algebra trick for that is to multiply by the conjugate, because you know what that does is that enables this to be an x minus 9 over square root of x plus 3. And then this is like somehow easier to work with or something. These are all like little algebra hacks that you learn along the way of just doing questions. So that's my you know, my general advice of like how to get better at algebra. Be just do questions. You'll notice the patterns. It's like chess, and eventually you can do things quicker. Like an actual AI cashier, it was like a voice integrated through a drive-through. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Hey Doc,
What's up? What's up?
how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Oh man, dude. By going to Juilliard, right? Isn't that what the question is? Isn't that the answer? Is that the answer?
Practice.
Practice. Yes.
Practice.
Yes. That's the classic joke. My dad said that one to me when I was young. He was like, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? And he's like, practice. Yeah. Yeah, you have to just do the work, which I think, unfortunately, is a hard thing to grasp now these days, because I'm seeing all these reports over and over again where, like, apparently, like, Gen Z kids are finally getting 9-to-5 jobs, and they're just quitting because they're like, wait, I didn't know it was this hard. They're like, what? I didn't know that I actually had to, like, show up and do all this stuff for, like, 8 hours. And, yeah, it's kind of rough. Social media kind of screws you because you think everything's easy. You see these influencers, like, showing their feet and, like, getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars, and you're just like, why can't I just do that? You know, but yeah, that's not how the world works. It works for some people with nice feet, but yeah,
With people and feet.
I don't know, dude. They pay a lot for it apparently sometimes. What was I saying? Oh, wait, I need.
Tell us the price.
Tell us the price, dude. I don't have an
price.
I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't have one. I'm not that desperate yet. But but yeah, it's. But I also understand why people your age kind of don't really want to put in the work and the effort because the world looks like it's fucked, right? You see people that do work and they're still not happy, or they still can't afford a house, or they still can't, and so you're like, what's the point? I get why the apathy sets in. It'd be one thing if you saw like, oh, this person's working a 9 to 5 and they're happy and they can afford a house and like things are great. But the situation is that, like, things are so screwed that like even if you do the work, you're still kind of struggling. And yeah, it's I get it. Remember, the only thing you can control is that you become better than yesterday. I agree. It's the only thing you should compete to, right? Oh, don't compete against other people. Just compete against yourself. Okay, enough philosophy from me. Where is here? Someone needed help with this one. I don't know if they're here. Let me see if they're here. What was the name? Mikasa Ackerman. That's a cool name. Let's see if Mikasa's here. I'm gonna do their question. I'm gonna do one of theirs at least. We doing your question.
That's from Attack on Titan.
Is that an Attack on Titan character? I always wonder what why all these people were Eren Yeager. I just keep seeing like Eren Yeager all over the place. I'm like, who the fuck is Eren Yeager? And like, oh, it's an Attack on Titan character. Yeah.
Do you know what Jaeger means?
No. Which one? The Jaeger
Hunter.
Jägermeister or it does mean it means hunter. Oh. So Eren Yeager Eren Yeager is someone who hunts errands? Is that how it works? Is that how it
There's
works?
plenty of hunters in this country. I know.
Yeah. What type of hunters are we talking about? You know?
I mean, they're called Hunter.
Oh, their last name is
They're
Hunter.
literally called Hunter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Wow, this image is taking forever to load in. This must be a super high res image that this person posted. Oh my God, Jesus, it is.
16K.
Okay. Yeah, look at this, dude. Like, what? I can see the goddamn pixels, dude. Like, what? Okay.
Crazy. Man.
All right. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You weren't
all right.
supposed to take the picture with a satellite.
Yeah, dude. Did this person put their like 19 megapixel phone right up to the screen? Okay, whatever. Okay, this is algebra. This is what algebra this is. So here they're saying show 1 plus sine of x plus 2 over 1 minus sine of x is equal to 2 secant squared of x, or as Noise and I like sexy, or that'd be secant squared of z. But okay, yeah, okay. This is an algebra trick. So for Part Cerrito was asking about how do you get better at algebra. This is one of these tricks. Anytime you see something where the denominators are different, we have to make the denominators the same. That's the best way to combine these two fractions. It's the same reason why if you have like 2/7 plus like 3/4, you need to make these denominators the same before you can add the tops. And the way to do that is to multiply each denominator by what the other denominator is. So, and you have to do it to the top and bottom. So I'm going to do 1 minus sine x here. I'm going to do 1 minus sine x here. And then on this one, I'm going to do 1 plus sine of x. And then this one, I'm going to do 1 plus sine of x. And then let's move this stuff over a little bit.
Isn't there an error with that method?
What's the error? Let me know. What's up?
You take the two denominators and you multiply them together, but doesn't it become an error if the numbers are too far apart or something?
No.
I saw that.
No, it'll always work. It'll always work. The only way it would become an error is if this was like equal to 0, right? If this somehow equal to 0, then yeah, that would be bad. You don't want to do that.
I was just thinking, is it always going to be the lowest common denominator?
No, it won't always be the lowest one. Yeah. So the example you could have with that, right, is if you have, for instance, 1/4 plus 1/12, right? And you multiply this one by 12 and you multiply this one by 4, right? So that, what, you got like 12 over 48 plus 4 over 48, right? Which then equals 16 over 48. So technically this works, because then you would reduce, what would you reduce this to, Sensation?
48 16s, isn't it? So,
yeah.
16, 32, 40, yeah, so it's 1 over 3.
Good. Exactly, all right. So I'm going to show you that, like, we could have made this easier. So instead of multiplying everything through, I could have just realized that, I just need to multiply this thing by 3 like this, right? because that will get me up to 12, right?
Yeah.
So the least common denominator here is technically 12. So I could have made my life easier, right? I could have made this 3 over 12 plus 1 over 12, which would equal 4 over 12, which again, I still got to reduce. It's 1/3, but you get the same answer. So both will work, but multiplying by what the denominator of the other thing is always a surefire way. It has to work. It just may not be the simplest way that it works. Pizza
Gotcha,
makes
gotcha.
fractions fun and tasty. It does. Okay. Yes. I like pizza. I'm a big fan of pizza. I went to a seafood buffet yesterday and they had pizza there. And I was like, no. I'm here for the crabs. I'm not here for the pizza. Okay. This is cool. Does anyone know what happens when you do 1 minus sine x times 1 plus sine x? It's a cool identity is what it is. Has to do with this. When you have a minus b times a plus b. Have you seen this sensation before? If you do like something minus something times something plus something, what that becomes?
I haven't. No.
Okay. This becomes a squared minus b squared. Oh, what's up, Mikasa? Oh, Mikasa's here. What's up, Mikasa?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me boost your mic volume a little bit. Okay, there you go. Sounds a little muffled, like you're like...
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say that. Oh yeah, it's a squared minus b squared.
Oh, very good, Mikasa.
But
Yeah,
but-
exactly.
But yeah, this was the problem that I submitted today. Thanks for going over it.
Okay, good. So do you know what happens when this happens? When I do 1 minus this times 1 plus this?
So it gives you 1 minus cosine squared, right? No, 1 minus sine squared.
1 minus sine squared, good. So this is 1 minus sine of x. And then, yeah, this one on the bottom technically becomes 1 squared minus sine squared of x. But 1 squared is just the same as 1, so I'm just going to leave it like that, right?
Yeah.
And then this is going to be 2 times 1 plus sine of x all over the same thing. Wait, sorry, not equals. Sorry,
Mhm.
my bad. Plus 1 minus sine squared of x. And then, yeah, you know what this turns into as well, right?
Yeah, cosine squared, right?
Yeah, good, exactly, yeah. Yes, so this turns into cosine squared of x. This
Yeah.
turns into cosine squared of x. And then you have 1 minus sine of x plus 2 sine of x. That takes one of these out. Did I screw something up? One sec.
Yeah. This
I-
this is as far as I got.
Wait. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. Something is wrong.
I feel like the professor made a mistake.
I think the professor did make a mistake for sure, and that happens. It does. Yeah, because I see the 2, right? You know what this is
Yeah.
supposed to be? I think this is
It
supposed to
should
be.
cancel out, right?
This should be just a 1. Is what this should be. He shouldn't have written a 2. I think he should have written just a 1. Because watch what happens if this is just a 1. So then this becomes, right, minus sine x plus sine x. That goes away. And then it's just 1 plus 1, which is 2 over cosine squared of x, which is the same thing as 2 secant squared of x.
2 6 squared. Yeah.
There you go. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. So, yeah,
and then
the professor
It's
is...
the same for the next one as well. I think the next one's gonna be the wrong answer too.
Yeah, no, I
It's the same.
agree. Yeah, this needs to be a 1. That's too funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all good, Mikasa. That's cool.
Thanks for going over it.
Of course,
Appreciate it.
dude. Yeah, if you ever got any other questions, man, yeah, just like post the screenshots. I go over them like three times a week, dude. Free help.
Yeah, will do. All right. Yeah, it's like.
You're very welcome.
12:30 here. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
All
Thanks
right,
very
cool.
much.
All right, you're very welcome, dude. Nice.
Bye.
Nice. I should have asked where Mikasa was from. Says he's going to sleep. Must be from your end of the pond, Sensation.
If I had to guess, he sounds like he's on the east end of London.
East end of London. Okay. That's cool.
But it's a guess.
It's a
He's
guess,
definitely
he
from
says.
the south.
That's fine. I would not be able to tell the accents in
Give
London.
us his coordinations.
Yeah, give us his postal code, dude. Oh man. Ooh, Bob. Bob is here. Yes, Bob. Oh, Bob, is this one of your like brutally hard what is it? Like final exam questions?
Yeah, it's another one of the previous ones.
All right, let's see. Let's do it. Here, I'm down to get wrecked today, dude. It's Wednesday. Okay. Let f of x equal this. Show that f is 1-to-1 over its domain and determine the range of f. Okay. So 1 to 1, right, means that every value of x only points to a single value of y. That's what 1 to 1
Yeah.
means, right? Okay.
Mhm.
The domain, right? You just need ln here to be above 0. That's the rule for domain, right? Domain just needs to be positive. So you just need 2 plus e to the x minus 3 to be greater than 0, right?
Yeah.
Which, ew, that's so ugly.
You move the 2 over, I guess.
Yeah, you do. E x minus
And then
3
you
is...
ln it.
Then you ln it. So x minus 3. But, dude, that's not good. ln of negative 2 is not good. No, I don't like that. I don't like that already.
Does that not exist?
It doesn't. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Wait, one sec. Oh, you know, I don't even need to do this. I can just look at this by inspection. Okay, look. So this value here, Bob, right? This will always be greater than 0, right? E to like the whatever power, right? Even if there's like negative infinity, that goes to 0, right? And if it was a positive infinity, it goes to positive infinity. So this will always be greater than 0, right? For all values.
Yes.
Okay, so the domain is all x. You just say domain is all real values of x. Okay, the range. So this is where you got to kind of do this by inspection, right? So it's ln of 2 e plus e to the x minus 3. So we know that this thing, the smallest this can be, right, is 0, whereas the biggest this can be is infinity. Okay. So it's kind of like looking at a machine, right? So what would be the range of this whole thing then? What's the smallest and what's the biggest?
0 to infinity.
Well, that's what this is, but the range is the whole thing.
ln 2 to infinity.
Good, yes, because ln of infinity is just infinity, right? So you say the range is just from ln of 2 to infinity. Okay. Show that it is 1 to 1 though. Oh. I don't know.
Oh, isn't that inversing it and then working with it?
Oh, what, inversing it and showing what?
And then
Let me Google this. I don't know how to show something.
and then somehow prove it.
I mean, I would say, for instance, that if the derivative of this thing is always positive, right? That it has to be, and there's no discontinuities over the domain, that it always has to be 1 of 1, right? So if you have a function, for instance, that's always doing this, then for every value of x, there's only going to be 1 value of y, right? If the derivative never changes. Because the only way you get, for instance, 2 values of x that correspond to like the same value of y is if you have the derivative changing from positive to negative at some point. You need, and if it's discontinuous, right? Yeah. So I don't know if that's correct.
Also, proving that derivative never goes to negative.
I would just say, yeah, proving that the derivative is always positive. So that means the function's always increasing, which means it'll never go back to a value.
Yeah.
Right? The derivative of this is not nice. It's because it's a chain rule, right? Because you have ln of something. So it's 1 over 2 plus e to the x minus 3, and then times the derivative of what's inside, which was
just e to the x minus 3, right?
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, just e to the x minus 3. You're totally right. Yeah, I was like, what's the derivative of e to the x minus 3? Oh, it's just e to the x minus 3. Yeah. Okay. And then for all x, this is always going to be positive, right? Because this will e to the anything will always be greater than 0, right? Always greater than 0. It's always going to be positive. Yeah. The derivative can eventually become 0, I think. Well, actually, it doesn't. Because as x gets very big, eventually the derivative just goes to 1. Because this thing, like, goes away. We don't care about the 2. Like, if this is eventually infinity and this thing is infinity, like, we don't really care about the 2 anymore.
And for the same thing, if it's always negative, is also 1 to 1, right?
Correct. I think so. I'd have to know if that's... I don't know if that's kosher or whatever you call it. If derivative always positive 1 to 1. I mean, it also can't be discontinuous. Okay. Can you do this? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is what. Yeah, they say this. Okay, so if it's continuous and differentiable, which we did prove, there's no discontinuities, and the derivative is always positive or always negative, then it is 1-to-1.
Okay.
And I guess you can do it with the mean value theorem if you really wanted to prove it. But yeah, I mean that was just my that was my intuition there. I was like, well, if it's always increasing, can't ever go back.
Yeah.
Okay, find the expression for F inverse. It's ugly. Okay, so what? X is equal to ln of 2 plus e to the y minus 3. That's usually, I just switched the
Yeah.
variables, right? Yeah.
Mhm. And we
So
saw
that-
for y.
Yeah, e to the x minus 2, and then you take the ln of that, and then you add 3, right? I think that's it. Seems right, right? E to the x, subtract the 2, take the ln, add the 3. Yeah, this is F inverse.
Mhm.
As you know how to do that, I assume, right? Yeah.
Kind of forgot. Wait.
Oh, okay. No, I'll show you. I'll show you. So, I need to do e to the on both sides to get rid of this, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So this all goes away. Then I'm left with
Yeah.
this. Then I'm gonna move the 2 over, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's gonna be e to the x minus 2 is equal to e to
Yeah.
the y minus 3, and then I take the ln of both sides to pull down
Oh, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is y minus 3, and then I add the
Yeah.
3.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Find the domain of that. Ooh, interesting. So this is now we have an issue here, right? Because now this is ln of e to the x minus 2, right? So what values
Plus 3.
can x be? And there's a plus 3, but the only thing that would cause issues, like cause the function to break, is this part,
Oh, okay.
right? What do I need for this thing to be? What's the rule about throwing things in natural logs?
Um,
You can only throw in
Hmm.
numbers that are positive, right? You can only take the ln.
so e to the x.
Good.
E to x has to be bigger than or equal to 2.
Bigger than 2. It can't be equal to
bigger
2.
than 2.
Yeah.
Because
You can't take the ln of 0. It's undefined. So yeah, so this just becomes, right, x is greater than the ln of 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Jamarcus is saying, huh? What's up, Jamarcus? What's confusing? Let me know, Jamarcus. What's up? I know, I'm kind of like, I'm like speed running this one a little bit. All of it. Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's fine though. I'll go over it another time if you want. Yeah, let me just because there's a couple parts of this one. Yeah. I know you guys are probably like Bob and Gold here are speaking like a different language. I know. Yeah, this is calculus. Evaluate the derivative. Oh, I always hate this one, dude. What is this? Is this like it's 1 over f prime of f inverse of x? Is this how this works?
Believe so.
F negative 1 prime of x. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's either the bottom was either the prime or the negative one is switched. I think that's right though.
Yeah, one second. I always forget this one. Derivative. Yeah, it's f prime of f.
Yeah, that's
inverse.
right.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. Okay. So you're doing f inverse of 5, which this is what f inverse was, right? Was all this?
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes so that's ln of e to the 5 minus 2 plus 3. So gross. Okay. So yeah, that's what that is, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then I think we already calculated the derivative, which was nice, right? Because we did that to
Did we?
show that the function was 1-to-1. We had to calculate what the
Oh
derivative
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So we did that, I believe, right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's going to be, and that was e to the x minus 3, right?
Yeah.
And then I got to flip it, right? Because it's 1 over it. Because it's one over the derivative, right?
Yes.
Right, good. So that's going to be 2 plus e to the x minus 3 over e to the x minus 3. And then this is all evaluated at x is equal to this. Oh, which is actually nice. This is actually pretty nice. Look what happens here, Bob. Right? So x was equal to this, right? Well, this was f. This was f inverse of x, right? Is what it was.
Yeah.
So if I plug that into here, do you see how the -3 and the +3 will kill each other off?
You plug into the x.
So if I plug this whole thing in for here, right? This becomes 2 plus e to the ln of e to the 5th minus 2 plus 3, and then there's the -3 from this. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I see.
Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, this is actually pretty now. Fucking sexy. I like this one. This one's okay. All right. Because now, right? What's e to the ln of e to the 5 minus 2?
E to the 5th minus 2.
Good. Exactly. Yeah. These just cancel out. These cancel out. So I think your final answer should be 2 plus e to the 5th minus 2 over e to the 5th minus 2. These twos cancel. Love that. Okay. So it's just e to the 5th over e to the 5th minus 2? Is that right?
I guess so.
You know, we can actually check this. I can actually check this.
How am I supposed to do this on the final by myself?
I know. Practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Practice. Doing exactly what we've done right here, Bob. Because, like, if you see a question like this on your final that looks like this, you'll be like, oh, I remember. We've already done that. And, like, then you can just speed run it. Yeah. I can check here. I know I can check this one on Wolfram Alpha somehow. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna say f of x was equal to, what was that nasty thing, dude? ln of 2 plus, okay, ln of 2 plus exp x minus 3. Find the derivative of the inverse at x equals 5. See what it does. See if it'll do it. False logic. What? Okay, how about I just say find the inverse? Let's make sure our inverse was correct. Good, yeah. Log e to the x minus, good. Okay, cool. And this was at x equals 5, right? That was... Oh, wait. What? No. How does this work? I think you do this. Okay, now I can copy. This is cool because you can always copy the thing and it'll just paste it into Wolfram, right? And then what I say is find at x equals 5. That'll do the other thing I want. Cool. Give me this, so I'm going to copy that. And then I want the derivative of, what was it? ln of 2. Cool. That's that. And then I say at x equals that messy thing. And cool. So it gets this. It says 1 minus 2 e to the 5th, but then I want the inverse of this. Or I want the reciprocal of this, sorry. So I want
oh, so that's right.
Yeah, let's see if that comes out correct. Okay. Yeah, that's e to the 5th over e to the 5th minus 2. Which I think is what we had. Yeah, cool. Awesome. We did it. Yay. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When are your finals, dude? They're coming up soon, yeah? You got a week or two?
For calc, it's the 6th.
Fuck. Okay. Well, yeah.
3 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, try to come by when you can to do practice questions, and I'll give you priority because I know you got finals coming up. Yeah, just post them, and I'll go over them as quick as I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dude. Why can't they just keep it as a derivative of whatever the inverse function was itself? Yeah, that's a proof there, Jamarcus, how that works. Yeah, you're talking about, like, why is it this? Yeah, there's a proof somewhere I could go through it, but yeah, the derivative of the inverse is 1 over the derivative of the regular function evaluated at the inverse is what it is. That's what it comes out to be. I forget actually why that is. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean, there's probably a proof here. At some point. Let's see if there's a proof of it. Yeah, where's that theorem come from? Where'd that theorem at? Okay, I guess this is the proof. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, here you go. Give you some little math knowledge here, dude. That's the formal math proof. Probably ask Hypatia or Noise to explain it to you. It's pretty cool though. I get it. I get how it works. Teacup says we'll be right back. Okay, cool. Let's see. Next question. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Sorry for the terrible quality. I couldn't figure out how to latex these. That's okay. You don't have to latex all of them. What's happening on my phone? Okay, cool. Whatever. Is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. That's cool. I like Wednesday. Well, it's been raining here in Los Angeles today, and it never rains. So I was like gonna go to the gym today and do leg day, and then I saw it was raining. I was like, oh, there's a reason to skip leg day. I'm not gonna do it. No. Oh, wow. There are some interesting math questions going on here. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. I do like these. Russian math is hard as math. Yes. This is probably going to be some algebra tricks, honestly, is what it's going to be. Why is it Russian? I don't know. Because it sounds cooler, probably. Marketing reasons. I think the teachers actually are Russian, Jamarcus, aren't they? Are they actually Russian? Russians have like a reputation for being really good mathematicians and scientists, mainly because, in my opinion, they have like a really brutal, like strict discipline regimen. You know, they're yeah. I remember when I was in cello, my whole, you know, learning cello and whatnot, that, yeah, Russian cellists are like really good because it, you know, it was, it was funny. My cello teacher was a Romanian cellist, but under the Soviet rule. And he said the reason why he was really good at cello is because if he wasn't, he was going to go straight to the army. Like, it was either you play cello well enough and you pass all the tests, or we're going to put you in a gulag, or like, you know, you become like a soldier. And so it's kind of that, you know, sink or swim mentality where they're like, okay, I'm just going to get really good at this.
Russian police.
Russian police.
Stern but fair.
Stern? Is that what they say? Stern but fair, dude? Sounds like
thing in one of the Jackass movies.
Oh, was it? Oh, I haven't. They had a recent one, didn't they? Recent Jackass movie.
Another one.
Oh, there's another
I
one.
don't know.
Yeah. Hey, what's his name?
17.
Steve-O or whatnot made like a huge recovery. He was like addicted to like, I don't know, God knows what, but like, yeah. Good for him.
He certainly sounds like he was.
Yeah, he certainly sounds like he was. Okay, given this, they want us to find this. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a difference of cubes. You're right. I look at this. You're right, Jamarcus. I see difference of cubes. Which I always forget what the difference of cubes formula is. I think it's minus then plus. I always forget which one it is, but I'm lazy. Okay, here we go. This is what it is. Yeah, look at the image size comparison here, dude. Like what? Okay, so let's call this thing A. Let's call this thing B. Or you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. A and B. It's already called A and B. Let's call this thing U. No, but I don't like U and V either. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna call this thing X. I'm gonna call this thing Y. All right. So X cubed minus Y cubed is equal to X minus Y over times X squared plus AB plus sorry, not plus AB, plus XY plus Y squared, right? I'm guessing you cubed the first equation because, yeah. Because this, right, x minus y, that's what this is right here. This is just 5, right? This is the same thing. This is equal to x minus y. So cool. So this thing becomes 5, which is nice. Cool. We like that. Okay. Right. So then this is 5, and then x squared is going to be a to the 6th, right? So something to the 3rd to the 2nd is a to the 6th plus x times... Oh, this is so cool, Jamarcus! I love this. Yes. Because this times this is just 1, because it's just a cubed over a cubed, right? And then this is plus 1 over a to the 6th. Oh, God, this is like recursive, though. It's like, there's 2 of them now. Okay, yeah, this becomes 1. Oh, man. X squared plus y squared is 27? How do you know that? X squared plus y squared is 27. How do you know that one? Oh, it's part of the question. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Then yes, this was necessary. Okay, because then I can just skip all this shit, right? I can just leave this and leave this. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this as x squared and y squared, and now these things together. Yeah, this is 27. And 27 plus 1, 28. 5 times 28 is what? 140. Yeah, nice. Love that. Wait, was there? Did I skip over part 1? Was there? I just went with the first screenshot. Or no, you got part A probably. Yeah. Here, I'll do this one real quick, and then I'll get on to Teacup's questions. This one looks fun. Bruh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one. So right, this looks like ooh, okay. What am I gonna say here? So this is the same as p squared plus q squared all over. I'm gonna say this is p minus q times p plus q, right? And then, oh, this is a sum of squares. No such thing as a sum of squares. Nope. Okay, there's no such thing as a sum of squares. Do I want to use the third one though? I don't know. Fuck. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna multiply it by p plus q as well. Well, no, I can't do that. One sec. Oh, I can. One sec. Okay, I'm gonna multiply this by p plus q over p plus q, Jamarcus. Just, I don't know why. I'm just doing it. Because what I see here, right, is I have p plus q and p minus q. I have this together. And that's equal to 3. So now I have 3, and then this is p squared plus q squared all over p plus q squared. Does that help me? Oh. Kind of. Because this tells me that, p plus q is equal to 3 times p minus q, right? So Oh, fascinating. Well. Ugh. Oh, what's wrong with it? It's so close. Do I want to like complete the square? Complete the square, maybe. Yeah, let's see. Maybe that works. Okay, I'm gonna add two PQ. I'm gonna minus 2PQ because then this whole thing becomes okay, but we still have a 3 over everything, right? So this because this then becomes a perfect square trinomial, and this becomes P plus Q squared minus 2PQ 3 over, right? And then this is over P plus Q squared. So let's see. So this thing cancels out to 3 minus, and then this is 6 PQ all over P plus Q squared. Still doesn't help me. Fuck. Yeah, no. If I plug that right back into here for the 3, you're just gonna get the same equation. Yeah, that's what happens. That's where we need Ramton, dude. We need Ramton. Okay, let's see. P squared. So this, I can rewrite this, right, as P plus Q all squared minus 2PQ over, and then this is P squared, so this is P plus Q, P minus Q. Yeah, but I don't like the 2PQ. That's not gonna help me out. Fuck. Oh wait, whoa. Okay, wait. P plus Q is equal to 3P minus 3Q. Okay. Oh, I think this helps me out, maybe. So if I move these all over, right? 0 is equal to 2P minus 2Q. Is that correct? Or minus 4Q? So 2P equals 4Q. P equals, so P is equal to 2Q. So if I plug that into here, that becomes, what was that 12Q squared? No. Nope. Yeah, I'll ping you, Teacup. It's okay. This one's a tricky one.
That's dope.
Not dope. Grandma, drink your prune juice. Ah, okay. I can't figure this one out. It's close though, Jamarcus. It's close. I think that's kind of the strategy. Try to take a look at it. Maybe you can like see where how would I start the other question? Okay, let me look at it. Yeah, let me do it. Let me. I love your questions though. They are fun. They make me think a lot. Let's see. He's talking about this one.
Wait, you've seen the Transformers movie, haven't you?
Of course. Well, wait, which one? The original one?
The one from the 2000s.
Yeah, with one that still had like Megan Fox in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
Right. The hacker. Who is he? I forgot his name. He saved that franchise.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Shut
saying
up, Grandma.
eat your prune juice. Drink your prune juice. Reminds me of have you ever watched I think it's like Wedding Crashers or something, and he's like living with his mom. And he's like, "Mom, the lasagna." Oh man. Let's see. This one, Jamarcus says, okay, I see a pattern here. So I'm just gonna call 2005 equal to. Usually when you see these big numbers, dude, just call one of the things equal to a number, right? So, that means this is x plus 2, this is x plus 1, this is x plus 3. So I have 3 to the x plus 3, right? All to the 2, minus 3 to the x plus 1, all of the 2, over 3 to the x plus 2, all the 2, minus 3 to the x, all the 2. I'm
sorry, what?
I know. This is my attempt to try and solve it, because x plus 3 is going to be, so this is 3. So if wait, no. Oh, we just multiply it. Oh, okay. Yeah, watch what happens here, Jamarcus. So it's actually kind of cool. This just becomes 3 to the 2x, 3 to the 6, right? Minus 3 to the 2x, 3 to the 1, over 3 to the 2x, 3 to the 4, minus 3 to the 2x, and that's it. Wouldn't it be 3 to the 2? Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And look at this. Yeah, do you see how 3 to the 2x is in all these things? Goodbye. Down she goes, right? Okay, so now this is easy, right? Because this is just 3 to the 6 minus 3 to the 2nd over 3 to the 4th minus 1. And this you can do in a calculator, I assume, right? Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, yeah, no. This is as simple as you can get it. And like 3 to the 6 is not terrible, right? What's up, Falcon? What is it? Like 3 to the 4th is 84. So it's 252. Yeah, I don't know. 3 to the 6. It's like 1,000 or something. 3 to 6 is 729. I bet the teacher had some other weird reason. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's certainly easier than calculating 3 to the 2008, 3 to the 2007. Yeah. Yeah. This one was actually pretty simple. Yeah. Anytime you see this where the numbers are like sequentially doing something, just call one of them x and then write everything else in terms of it. That's another, like, someone was asking again, like, how do I do algebra questions? Like, that's just a trick I see. I see a lot of times when they have like some recalculous fucking number in the exponent, just call it x and then make everything else relative to it. And then you'll see that it comes out to being something like pretty simple, where like this is manageable. You can calculate that.
Unless they're like demanding that you work out what 3 to the
Yeah,
what would that be?
dude, you can't, dude, bro.
4,000 and something power.
No, you can't, dude. That's impossible. Yeah, that's cool though. It's cool. You understand this, Jamarcus? You understand why that does that at least? Yeah. Are we playing Fortnite this wrecking? We're gonna make this weekend. I think we're gonna play it this weekend. We'll play Fortnite. Or I know Teacup's in charge of it. Like I put Teacup in charge. Got an 85% on your homework. Good job, dude. Good job, Falcon.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, Falcon. Doing better in stats? Doing better? We love to see it. I get A's all the time, yeah, because you turn in your homework online, dude. It's super easy.
Did I ever tell you all of our stuff's on like paper?
Like you have to like turn in like hand paper and shit, dude. What?
Like they gave us one of those old yellow school books to fill out.
Oh my god, dude! What? Save the trees, dude. Save the trees. Is Teacup here? Is Teacup here? He said he was helping out his mom with the grandma with prune juice or something.
That was me that said the prune juice.
Oh, that's the prune juice. He's already getting into integrals. We can't do integrals yet. What did I do with Teacup last time, actually? I want to see. What did I do? I learned something with him. What did I learn? Not this, not this, not this. Was it this? Oh, dude, this was your homework question, Cosmic, dude. Cosmic, what was the actual answer to this? Did I do something wrong here? Like, did you ever find out like what the error was? Was I on the right track at least, like doing it right, or was I like completely? I think because I think my work is the method's okay. The numbers are just probably shit. Yeah, my method's okay. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, I figured I probably screwed up a number because I think I was doing this one at like the 2 hour mark of like streaming, and that's when like my give a fuck for numbers just like I'm just like nah, nah. Yeah, the numbers are wrong. All good. All good. All good.
I got a quick one for you then.
What's
While
up?
we're waiting for Teacup.
What's up, Sensation? What's up? Let me know.
X to the power of X doesn't matter what these numbers are.
Sure.
Can they ever be less than 1?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you could have -2 to the -3. Do you want to know how this works?
-2 to the negative. Then that would
Or
be...
sorry, -2 to the -2 is what you're saying, like this?
Well, no, any two numbers. I mean, you
Yeah.
were saying before how there was a base and then it was to the eth power, and you were like, well, it can't be less than
Oh, good.
1. But I was thinking, can any power be less than 1?
Oh, can anything? Oh, can this whole thing ever be less than 0? I get what you're saying. If X and X are positive numbers, no, right? It all depends on the base of this, okay? Because here, let's do an example here. For example, if I have like X to the 3rd, right? And let's assume that X is a positive number. Like assume X is positive, right?
Okay.
This would be a positive number, right? Like if I put like, let's say like I don't know, let's say X is equal to 5, right? 5 to the 3rd is like 125, right? 5 to the 1 is 5. 5 to the 0. Do you know what 5 to the 0 is?
1.
1. Good. Okay, now let's bring the number down. What's 5 to the -1?
1/5.
Good. 1/5. Very good. What's 5 to the -2?
1/10.
1/5 squared is what we say.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
So anytime you have a negative exponent sensation, you put it down on the bottom and then you do it. Yeah. So yeah, and then 5 to the -3 is 1/5 to 3. You should notice a trend here. You see how this is like 1/25. This is 1/125. What's happening to this number? Like where's it going?
Was it going?
Yeah, where's it going? Yeah, like what's its future, dude?
It's increasing by a factor of
5 on the bottom, right? So this
Yeah.
this is like 0.04, right? And then this is like 0.001 basically, right? 5 to the -4 is probably even smaller. It's going towards 0 sensation. Do you see that?
yeah.
Right? So as I try to make this exponent lower and lower and lower, right? More and more negative. My number gets closer and closer to 0. Oh, nice. It's back with the prune juice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's why we were
Audio. Where was my audio?
I can hear you, Teacup. But he probably can't hear us. That's why we were saying sensation over where was it when I was speed running that question with him. Fuck, where'd I put it? Not this one. Not this one. Yeah, when we were doing this one, and we were asking for like what is the domain of this, right? This expression.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is e to some sort of exponent, right? And what we were saying is that like whatever number I put in here, because when you're asking for like what the range of something is, you ask for what is the y value going to be for any value of x. And so usually I check the two extremes. I check what's the smallest value of x I can put in, what's the biggest value of x I can put in, and then that usually tells me what the smallest and biggest y are. So I was like, okay, but if e goes to like a really, really, really negative exponent, so as we showed, right, when you have like 5 to the -8 or something, that's 1/5 to the 8, that's basically 0. So that told me that this part of the expression would basically go to 0. So the smallest this whole thing would be is ln of 2. And then the biggest this could be, right, this could be a positive exponent. and then this can go to infinity, right? Because like e to like the 20th or something, right? It's just like it's a big number. So then what you're doing is you're saying that the top end of this function is the ln of a really big number, which is basically just a big number. ln doesn't really do that much to numbers. So that's how we like to look at domain and range. I like to look at it as like little parts in like a machine, right? It's like if you were working on a car and you're like, oh, okay, you know, this thing can only move this much, but this thing can move this much, so the total thing can move like how much? And you're looking at like how much each individual part will move. And these are the parts. Like this part will stay the same, but this, right? This thing can move all the way from positive infinity and all the way down to 0. That's like the range of like the motion on it. And so the range of the whole thing is just the ln of infinity to the ln of 0. Yeah, it's I
not to go mental, but
yeah. What's up?
But like negative infinity, that's not an actual it's a concept. It's not an actual thing, though.
Sure, it's not real. Yeah, it's
might as well be 0 at that point.
No, negative infinity is a very big negative number. It's not 0. But you're right. E to the negative infinity is basically 0. Because this is so again, remember how anything to a negative exponent is just flipping it and keeping the exponent? So this is the same thing as 1 over e to the infinity, okay? And e to the infinity is basically infinity. It's more of like a concept. It's like it's the furthest this thing could ever go. So and 1 divided by the furthest you could ever go is gonna be 0. Oh, that's cool. It tells you if you get a watch streak. It does it. Oh, that's cool, Falcon. Wow, he's on a 5-stream streak. I didn't know it does that. Does it tell you guys what stream streak you're on? Is that new? That must be a new thing. That's sick, dude. Yeah, that's super cool. 5 in a row, dude. That's dope. Oh, it does? Oh, none. I don't see you guys pinning it. Ethan says he's on 15. What's up?
I fixed my headphones.
Oh,
my
good.
second thing is, so is it 1,000 bond coins combined or all at once?
You guys. Dude, I had to call, actually, yeah, so in like some positive news today, what was it? Do I have it on the Actual Education Instagram? Yeah, let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, what was it? We got paid today by TikTok. $39.84 for the whole month. But yes, TikTok, I officially have received money for putting out tutorials for you guys. Like, so
in 20 years time, he'll be able to buy me a laptop.
yeah. So, I mean, the hope is that eventually this like goes up more, because again, I'm not really getting paid. Actual Education's getting paid, and then it's kind of offsetting all the costs for all the things I buy you guys. But the hope is that this thing has a couple more zeros on it with time, and then yes, Teacup, then I can buy you a laptop, or I can give you the opportunity to win a laptop. But until TikTok adds,
I'm getting that.
we need a couple more zeros. I need a couple more zeros on that. So we'll see. It's a start. Like I've never gotten paid for like videos before, so it's really cool. We're a whiles away from YouTube monetization, because YouTube monetization is so difficult. You need like 1,000 watch hours or something. I think I got like 20, because or it's like 10 million short views, and I don't know. It's so many short views. But yeah, TikTok we qualified, and I do decently well with the engagement on TikTok. So Actual Education made some money. That's cool. Love it.
$39.84. That's like whole 2 pizzas, man.
Dude, yeah, my friends saw that, and they're like, dude, mezcal shots on you, dude. And I was like, bro, that's like 2 shots for a whole month, month of work. But it'll scale.
Wait, so we're clear. Mezcal is a brand, not mescaline.
No, mezcal is a type of tequila. It's like a smoky tequila. It's like Scotch is a not mescaline. No, that's a totally
have 2 shots of mescaline. Yeah.
That's a totally different experience.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to be at a bar doing mescaline.
Why is the sky talking to me?
You know, you can legally do it here if you're part of like some church or something. Like if you're part of some Indian reservation, I think is what it is. I
thought that was a Mestic thing.
Yeah, but then they like claim it's native here too. I don't know, whatever. It's just, bunch of hippies just trying to find a way to do drugs, but like it's cool.
Ah, hippies.
Oh, the hippies. All right, let me see. Where was
Teacup.
Teacup? Okay. Oh, I was trying to figure out what question I did with Teacup last time. That's what I was trying to figure out. Because the question you posted, Teacup, is like kind of advanced. It's what's this? I was doing menisci. Ooh, yeah, this was good. This was laying pipe. I remember this one. Yeah. Okay.
Laying pipe.
Laying pipe, dude. Dude, literally the question was like, what's the what, dude? Dude, I shit you not. One sec. I shit you not. Sensation. Look at this, dude. It said, "What is the most economical way to lay the pipe?" I was dying, dude. I was absolutely dying. What's up, Ethan? What's up?
You really don't remember the meniscus thing?
No, I remember the meniscus thing. I remember us doing meniscus. I do, man. I do. I've had those before. They suck. Yeah, optimization problems. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, let's find it. Ugh. Exponential growth and decay? No, I don't want this. Dude, where is just like Baker's rule of 70? Excuse me, what is all this stuff? L'Hopital's rule. That's a good one.
So Gold, I'm gonna need that luxury gaming experience with the Stealth 16 Mercedes laptop.
I love how Mercedes like paired up to like make a laptop.
Yeah, it costs $3,000.
Bro, that's more than like my rent, which I don't know if I can pay this month.
Oh, well, that's why I'm gonna have to kick you out.
Oh, these are good. The shadow ones, these are really good. I like these. These are good.
Actual education gets shut down. NOAA funds.
What is this? Wait, did we? I thought we already did one with this type of stuff on it. Yeah. Did we? Yeah, we already did this. No, I want something different. Yeah. Laser beam. Ooh, okay. I like this. This is a good one. The rocket ship. I like rockets. Rockets are cool, man. Good one. He's a rocket man. Rocket man. Algebra 1, in fact. Oh, really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's an advanced algebra class, dude. Okay. Here we go, Teacup. Let's try to do this. A rocket travels vertically at a speed of 1,200 kilometers per hour. The rocket is tracked through a telescope by an observer located 16 kilometers from the launching pad. Find the rate at which the angle between the telescope and the ground is increasing 3 minutes after the liftoff. It's kind of cool. I like
It
this.
sounds like that there's one of those questions where it's like, okay, so a car is moving at 15 miles per hour. Find the distance to the sun.
Kind of, yeah, but it's more realistic. Okay, so let's draw like a little picture, little picture. Okay, so you got the ground right here. Okay, and then you have Senor rocket ship.
That would be and then we're gonna make a triangle because the
Good, we are gonna make a
the
triangle.
telescope would be at an angle.
Very
It
good,
would
very
be
good.
the hypotenuse.
So here's our rocket ship. Okay, and yes, you're right. There is a telescope. Located, let's just say here, for instance, telescope, and it's looking. This is telescope's actually kind of cool. I had one as like a kid. My dad was super into them. Okay. So this is the telescope, and they're located 16 kilometers this way. Okay. And we want to know the rate at which the angle between the telescope and the ground, so that's going to be here, that's theta, is increasing 3 minutes after liftoff. Okay?
I got that angle.
Yeah, and the rate at which the angle, okay? So how would I write the rate at which the angle? What's that?
Rate at which the angle?
At which the angle is changing with respect to time. How do I write that as like a derivative?
Derivative.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with tangent?
We're going to get there eventually. But, so we write this. We're looking for d theta dt. This is the rate we're looking for.
I would not have gotten that.
Okay. In related rate questions, because see, there's a rate at which the rocket ship is moving this way, and there's a rate at which the angle is changing. This is why it's called a related rates question, because you have two rates.
Oh, I get it now. Not bad.
Okay. So this is the rate I'm looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
There's another rate they give me. What's the other rate they give me?
Okay,
What's-
so we did the rate of which rate was that one?
That's the angle between the telescope and the ground. Angle between the telescope and the ground. That's what this
The
is.
other rate is speed of the rocket.
Good, exactly. Yeah, this is the other rate. And so let's call that, for instance, dy dt. And that's going to be equal to 1200. Okay? So when you have your two rates, I have the rate I'm given and the rate I'm looking for. What I always like to do is I always like to look at like this variable, okay? The variable's on the top. And I need an equation to relate these two. Okay? So what is y in our picture here? What is y when we have like the speed is dy dt?
Well, d is the time, so would y be the y would be b.
So t is the time. So y ends up being the height. Why is this? Why is the height? This is
Oh.
y. See how like dy dt is how fast this y position is changing? Yeah, why not? Yeah, this is y. Okay. Here is theta. Okay. So what is an equation I know that relates theta and y?
Well, they're both on the numerator.
Well, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about this. This makes what type of triangle?
Right.
Right triangle. Okay. What do I know about a right triangle in terms of like this thing and this thing? What's
90 degree.
yes, but like there's a trig
Oh.
function that relates all these things. What's a trig function?
I'm not in trigonometry.
Yeah, you are, dude. You're in pre-calc.
No, I'm not.
Or you're in geometry. It's the same thing. Okay. Cosmic is right. It's the sine. So the sine of theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. That's the equation that relates that. Because the opposite in this triangle is what? What's the opposite of this triangle?
Well, wouldn't that just be? That would just be the triangle flip.
No. This is theta. The opposite of theta is y. This is y.
Oh. That's what you're asking.
Yes. The hypotenuse I don't know. So actually, let's do a different trig function. Because I don't know the hypotenuse. What's another one I could do? Because I do know this side. Do you know what this side in the triangle is? You know what that's called?
The base.
It's called the adjacent.
Oh, the adjacent.
So the tangent of theta is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, which in this case is going to be the y over 16. Because this is the adjacent side, this is the opposite side, this is the hypotenuse. That's something you need to know in geometry for sure, Teacup. For sure. It's not an isosceles triangle.
Yeah, write this down then.
Okay, so in a triangle, right, if you have an angle and it's a right triangle, this side is the opposite side, because you see how it's opposite the angle? And then the longest side, which is the diagonal side, that's the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse.
I knew that.
And then this is called the adjacent. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I have here tangent of theta is equal to y over 16. All right, so once I have an equation that relates these two things, relates theta and relates y, which are the two variables in my rates. I call my rate variables. The next thing to do is to take a derivative, because I need to pull out some derivatives of these things. So
So we
The-
taking derivative to respect of theta.
with respect to t technically, but yes, you are right. We're technically looking as like theta as like the derivative variable thing, right? So the derivative of tangent is secant squared of theta, but then this is a chain rule. You technically have to multiply this by d theta dt. And then this, the derivative of y is just 1. So this is going to be 1 over 16, but then it's it's dy dt.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a chain rule now.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's the cool thing is, right? This is the variable I'm looking for, right? This is my whole like what is this thing, right? I have this variable, right? I know this one is 1200, okay? The only thing that's left is I need to know what theta is. You know, theta's kind of weird here, right? So, this is where things get a little tricky, okay? Because secant squared is the same thing as 1 over the cosine of theta, all of that squared, which is the same thing as cosine squared of theta. Okay? And cosine of theta is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Okay? We know what the adjacent is. It's 16, right? Well, we need but we don't know what the hypotenuse is yet. Okay? So this is where we have to do a little bit. Why do you keep the 16 under 1? Oh, you're right. I don't need to. You're right, Cosmic. I could just, yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. It could just do that. You're right. The bot is right. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is a triangle. So I could use the Pythagorean theorem at some point. So I have a triangle where I know that this side is 16. I don't know what the hypotenuse is, so I need to figure out what this side is, right? What I do know is that they want us to find the rate when the telescope has been lifting off for 3 minutes, at least, so after 3 minutes. So I can figure out how high up it is, what the y is, right off the bat.
Well, if we know it's going up at 1200 and we know it's been 3 minutes since launch, and it's going per hours, we would
Yeah, so this is where...
1200 divided by 60.
Good, you got to divide by 60, good. And then you multiply it by 3. Right?
So we get the per minute, and then we multiply that by 3,
Good.
and then we know what the
Good.
is.
Right, good. So this is, fuck, what is that? It's 20, right? So that's...
20 kilometers per minute, which would
Dude, that's so fast, dude. 20 kilometers a minute? Wow. And then times 3. So it's gone 60 kilometers, is what we say, right?
20 kilometers a minute is fast as hell.
That is fast as hell, dude. What? That's really fast. Okay. So then I can figure out what the hypotenuse is. The hypotenuse in this case is the square root of 60 squared plus 16 squared. Okay, cool. So instead of 1 over cosine squared, I'm just going to write this as the square root of 60 squared plus 16 squared all over 16, and then all of that squared. So the nice thing is, like, this will get rid of the square root. So this goes away.
Just 60 squared plus, no, just 60 plus 16.
16 squared over 16 squared.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we gotta do that real quick, and then we can just...
But then, because we can take this, we can put it over here. Yeah, watch. This is why I don't do the math yet, because don't evaluate shit yet, because watch, we might like cancel some stuff out. Makes your life easier later, dude.
Oh, let's calculate that 16. Wait, no, that's 16. No, my bad.
No, you're right. So this would come on top, right? This would be on bottom still, and then there's a 60 squared plus 16 squared. So that's gonna cancel one of these, right?
Yay.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So now we're basically done. So now I need the calculator. Yeah. Eventually you get to a point where, like, yeah, I can't do those things in my head. I don't know what... I guess I might be able to. 60, it's just 3,600 plus 256, but, like, I don't really want to do it. Okay. So we have 1,200. Cool. Times 16. Big number. Divided by 60 to the second plus 16 squared, right? And that gets me 4.97. Seems high.
Down to 4.98.
It seems very high.
I don't think I did that math right.
One sec.
I did the math wrong, and now I die for it.
Yeah, one sec. Tangent's opposite over adjacent. Derivative of that is secant squared theta. The y is... Oh, the y isn't... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, dy dt is okay. Dy dt... Oh, that's per hour, though. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, cool. This is the amount of radians per hour. Okay, that's great. Cool. Awesome. That was all right. Okay. I thought that was per second for a second, and I was like, no. That's way... You can't be doing 5 radians a second. That's way too much.
Well, have a good day.
You too, dude. You teacup.
I'm gonna go get some.
Getting up there, 178. Almost to 200.
Well, I need to get 800 more for that.
Oh, for the laptop, yeah.
See,
Someday.
if I would team vault number 2, then the issue is that would put me back down to 0, which I won't. Then I need to get 1,000 fresh.
Yeah, but oh, Falcon has his stats exam tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Do you have any review questions that you want to go over, Falcon? Before your exam? You got any things you're like, I mean, you're going to do great on it, but do you have anything you're like stuck on? Let's see if he does.
Quick question:
What's up?
Is it for all points I've had combined, or is it at one time?
For what? What did I say? If you get 1,000 bond coins, I'll buy you a laptop. Did I say that?
You said you might.
Oh.
As a joking swim off in like 4 streams ago.
How about 1,000 after you still have to, it's not 1,000 from everything you've combined. You have to have 1,000 bond coins. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't get the review until, but you also have to buy tier 4.
Oh crap.
You can't skip the tiers.
So what you're saying is I have to start from, well, how about I redeem it on New Year, so it's like I have the entire year to do it.
There you go. I like that. That's a good idea. That's a good one. Okay. What's up? Nick. Is this law? We're doing, what is this? This looks like law of cosines, yeah? Nick?
Signs, yeah.
Is it law of sines?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Yeah, this is not bad. Okay. So, yeah, because your teacher was like, use one way if you're finding the angle, one way if you're finding the side. I'm just like, what? No. It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they know this is 104 degrees. Okay, cool. And then this is 20. And then they know that this one, we're trying to figure out this one, right?
Yeah.
And then, oh, okay. But wait, and then I know, sorry, what? I know length T is equal to 10. Yo, what? How do you do this one?
I thought of putting it all right now. My eye hurts really bad.
Oh, I know. No, I know. You gotta find.
Hurts really bad right now, so
Yeah, it's okay.
You have to find T to find S, I think.
I like that. There you go. That's what it is. Yeah. So yeah. So you know that the sine of T over 10 is equal to the sine of 104 over 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get that the sine of T is equal to 1/2 sine of 104. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, in order to get what T is, you need to take the inverse sine of both sides, is what you do here, Nick. So you do sine inverse of this side, and then you do sine inverse of this side. And these will go away, so that you just get T. And then this is something you can calculate. Okay. So if you use your calculator, I'll show you how to do it. Make sure you're in the right mode. So these are all in degrees, which is okay. So I'm going to do...
What happened to the 10 and 20?
10 divided by 20 is 1/2.
Wait.
So what I did here is I cross multiplied this up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 over 20 is 1/2.
Oh.
You see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, Falcon says he has his stat exam tomorrow, but he doesn't get the review until tomorrow. How does that work? How do you get the review when you have the test? I have 102 in my conservation class, yeah. Can you explain the MMI? What is MMI? What is MMI Cosmic? Okay. Okay, so here's what you do. You do sine inverse, and then we do 1/2, which is 0.5, and then I do sine of 104. You see that, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, so that gets me, what's the angle? What did that get me?
29.
Yeah, good, 29. Yeah. So this is 29 degrees, basically, right? I know this is 104. So then how do you figure out angle S? Sorry, how do you find out angle... Sorry, that's... Yeah, sorry. That's angle R. Yeah.
Add T and R.
Okay,
and then
good.
subtract 180.
Good. Exactly, dude. So do that. You do 180 minus that. And there, you get your answer, which is 46.98 degrees. Or really just 47 degrees. Yeah, just call it 47. Nice.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Can you send me the
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, let me copy that in. Let me give who is it? This was Jamarcus's. Let me give Jamarcus's too. That's Jamarcus's, and then where was this was Bob. Let me give Bob. In case he wants the answers later. Cool. All right. Let's see. What else I got? I think Ethan. Last one of the day. What's up, Ethan?
I'm here.
Yeah. Thanks for waiting, Ethan. Okay, cool. Ooh, we got physics.
The last.
We saved the best for last. Save the best for last, dude. Okay. Find the resultant force on the rock by the two boys. Are you doing this in physics? Is this a physics question you're doing? Or you just trying
hang on.
Okay.
I remember that quiz I did?
Yes.
Yeah, I failed on.
Oh no. Which one? What quiz was it on?
Basically something like this.
Okay. Well, let's try and do it. All right. Oh.
Yeah, but this.
Go on.
What are we saying?
I remember the question now that you did. Remember how your teacher was like had something wrong? They were saying like use the trapezoid method.
But then like you were apparently able to do that. You could have done that, but I found it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Found out how to do it.
Okay, this one's a little bit different though. Okay. Because these forces, I think in the other one you had the forces pointing in like opposite directions. Oh wait.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's pointing this way, and this one's pointing this way, right? So here, you tell me.
70 degrees.
Good, yeah. So this is 132, right? And then we're going to add this vector as well to it. So this is going to be like this, okay? Where this is going to be...
It's supposed to be like that?
I mean, you could do it this way. But really, if you're finding the resultant, right? You want the head of one vector to be on the tail of the other vector. It's kind of how it works. Because this
Okay, but
this
apparently,
this is what we're trying to find. This is the resultant,
Mm-hmm.
which is, you're right. It's the same as if I were to draw this and then, so here, this is how it's the same, Ethan. It'd be the same if I drew it like this and then like this. Do you see how like I can either do this one first and then this one, or I can do this one first and then this one, but the process is the same.
All right.
Okay. So, yeah, right. I know that this is 66, right? This is 66. This is 132. And I know that this whole thing here, right, is 70 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, maybe, is there a formula that you guys use specifically for trapezoids?
These are parallelograms, not trapezoids.
Sorry, parallelograms. Yeah, you're so right. Sorry. Yeah. I'm at the What's up?
You even said trapezoids before.
I know. My brain is tired. It's been 2 hours. Yeah. Diagonal of a parallelogram. This is the formula I want. Okay. Do they make you use one of these questions, Ethan? One of these equations?
Huh?
Do they make you use like this equation right here? This one?
No, they don't.
Okay. How do
They
you
said
do
that
it?
it might be a little too confusing.
Okay. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, this works, but this is what you had on your quiz, right?
Kind of somewhere, yeah.
Okay. All right. The way I actually would want to do this is using components. Okay. Let's say I call this vector v1. I mean, this is the proper way to do it, Ethan. I was just at first trying to see like what's the goofy way that your teacher does it. But
Also,
yeah.
Dr. Gold, speaking of
Yeah.
goofy, I want to say something.
What's up, dude?
So we're learning a period of a simple pendulum.
Okay.
And what I know is that I knew two things about the formula.
Okay.
Because
What do
the
you know?
formula of a period of a simple pendulum is E is equal to
Square root of G over L?
square root of L over G.
L over G. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Whether it's frequency or something else, yeah.
And so what I know is that when I was writing down the formula, I wrote, oh wait, it's also like 2 pi or something, right? Like L is equal to 2 pi square root of L over G.
Are you talking about the period?
You remember that, right?
Yeah, the period?
Yeah, the period, yeah.
Mega equals 2 pi f. Mega over 2 pi is 1 over t. Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, the 2 pi's on top. You're right. Okay.
All right. So what I knew 2 things. I knew what was pi, which was 3.1415, and then I knew the acceleration due to gravity, which was 9.81, as we always know it.
Yeah, that's correct.
But you know what the disgusting thing is?
What?
Take a guess.
What, you didn't know your teacher used 10 for G?
Yeah, he would sometimes do that.
Yeah, I know. It's just to make things simple. I know it's like technically like physics, sacrilege.
I want 9.81.
I know you want 9.81. Okay. That's good. All right. All right, Ethan, here's how we do this one. I got to break up these vectors into components. Do you know what components mean?
And the little parts.
Good, in little parts. So V1 is going to have what's called an X component and a Y component, okay? So X component means like how much is it pointing in the X direction? And then the y component is how much is it pointing in the y direction. Okay. So-
I also use like a scale.
Yeah, I know. You could actually physically measure this, but like, let's learn the real way to do it with math. Yes, I could.
All right.
I could technically, take something and just start measuring some shit, but like, let's do it with math. Okay, so looking at V1, I'm gonna call this one V1, right? Which points this way, okay? With 132 newtons, that's the magnitude. How much of that 132 is in the x direction?
How much of what?
How much of the 132 here is in the x direction?
Isn't
Yes.
it just the simple 132?
Good, yeah. Yeah, all of it. So technically, this is pointing to the left. I'm going to call the left negative, so I'm going to say negative 132. Okay?
Okay.
All right, how much of it points in the y direction?
66.
No. Just looking at V1, how much of that points up and down?
None.
None. Yeah, Cosmic, you're right, good. So this is 0, okay? All right. Now let's look at V2, okay? How much of that points in the x direction?
None.
Well, no, V2 is pointing this way. Okay? V2 is doing
Oh, okay,
this,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
See how this is like
66.
70 degrees? And this
Yeah,
is
that's
66? So it has an amount of it, right? Do you see how some of this
This is
66? It's not. Well, yeah, this is 66, but that's at 70 degrees. When I want the x component, Ethan, I want the amount of this 66 that only points to the left and the right.
All right.
So how do I figure that out? I mean, this looks kind of like a triangle, right?
Yeah.
So how do I figure out?
You
Mm-hmm.
gotta use one of the trigonometry functions.
Yeah. What
Which
trick function we
apparently-
use?
Apparently, it's Cosmic is saying it's cosine.
It is cosine. Yeah. Well, we'll see why it's cosine, right? Okay. Because the cosine of 70 degrees is equal to what?
The adjacent over the hypotenuse, right?
Good. Do you see how this is the adjacent? This is like the x component
Mhm.
over the hypotenuse, which is 66. So how do I solve for what the x component is?
Mm. Since you're trying to find a missing side, I think you. Hold on. I think you gotta go. No, I'm getting this mixed up. First of all, I think you gotta multiply 66 on both sides, right?
Yes. So this just becomes 66 cosine of 70 degrees. Okay. And this is negative because it points to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much do you think the y direction is going to be? If the x direction was cosine, what's the y direction going to be?
None.
No. Look, it definitely points up and down. Right?
Yeah, but then still, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. How do I find this part of the triangle?
I use sine.
Yeah, sine. This is just going to be 66 sine of 70 degrees.
Okay.
So anytime anytime you're breaking things, Ethan, into x and y, if you use one of the trig functions for one of the directions, the other one's the opposite. So if you use cosine for one, the other one's sine. If you use the other one's sine, the other one's cosine. Yeah, good. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do here, Ethan, is I'm going to add up all of the amount in the x direction and all the amount in the y direction, okay? To get what's called like V, this is going to be called like V resultant. This is the resultant vector. We're going to have an x amount and we're going to have a y amount, okay? So how am I going to figure out the total amount of x amount? What am I going to do?
Isn't it just the exact same?
No. We got to add these things together, Ethan, right?
All right. Yeah, you gotta. Can't you convert negative 66 cosine of 70?
I can. I can do it right now. So that's negative 22.57.
Then don't you just add those two, or at least subtract those?
Right, good. So you do minus 132 plus this one, which is really just minusing it. So plus this negative
Yeah,
number.
true. Yeah, I mean,
So that's negative 154.57.
And the y direction is just the exact same.
Yes, good. This one's just going to be 66 sine of 70, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 62. What is that?
Alright.
019? 0197, whatever. Fuck. Okay, cool. All right. So this is a new triangle. Because you see how this has an x component and a y component? So this is a new vector, Ethan,
Yeah,
which has
Right.
an amount of... Where's my dash line? Sorry. Okay. I have negative, right, 154.57, right, because it's pointing to the left. And then I have 62 pointing up and down. This is 62.
Right.
0.01. Let's just say 60.02. And then so the resultant vector, Ethan, is this one. This is the resultant.
All right.
This is the x total, this is the y total. Okay. How do I figure out what this resultant is?
You gotta use Pythagoras theorem.
Good, exactly. Yeah. So I'm just going to do what? This one squared, right?
Yeah.
Plus the other one squared. And then square root it. Well, wait, why did it not square it? Oh, ha! Fucking commas. It's
You
the
already squared.
no, it's the parentheses. I didn't do the parentheses right. Sorry.
Oh my
This-
goodness.
This squared plus. Yeah, it's dumb. It's -1 times this thing squared. Whatever. It's okay. Gets me that. And then I square root that, okay, to get my resultant vector, which is 166.55.
All right.
Okay? That's your resultant force.
Okay.
Okay? They could also ask you what the direction is, Ethan. This is what's called the
Which is
magnitude.
what?
This is the magnitude. So then I would need to know what this
I-
angle is.
Dang. Okay.
You see here how these vectors have like an amount, a magnitude, and they also have like a direction?
Yeah.
Like this one is going directly west, and this one's going like 70 degrees north of west. Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
How do you think I would get this angle if I know these two sides of the triangle?
You gotta use. Don't you use one of the trig functions?
Yeah, good. Exactly. So I know that the tangent of this angle is equal to the opposite, which is 62.02, divided by the adjacent, which is this 154.57. So now in order to get the angle, you just inverse tan both sides. So this goes away. And I get theta is equal to, so here we go. We'll do inverse tangent of 62.02. And then just get rid of the negatives when you do this. Just it makes things easier. And that gets me 21.9 degrees. Okay. So if your teacher asked for the magnitude and direction of this vector, Ethan, you'd say it's 166.6 newtons. And then you would say 21.9 degrees, and then you would say like north of west. Okay,
Alright.
cool. Does that help you out?
I see it.
Nice.
Yes, it does. It does.
This is a valid tutorial. Thanks, Cosmic. It is. It is. Oh man. Okay. All right. I need help. Nick out. Nick, what's up? Come back to stage. What's up, Nick?
Eh.
Okay. All right. Here, I'll just restart it. I'll just redo it. Okay, here's your triangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they say angle R, which is this one, right? That's going to be 140 degrees. And we know the side opposite of that side, right? That's going to be equal to 20. Okay?
104.
Thank you. 104. Okay. And then they tell me about...
You can move to 0.
I can... Yeah. And then I don't know angle T, right? This is unknown.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know the side opposite of T is 10. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pair, right? So I'm going to say T over... Or sorry, sine of T, right? Sine of T over 10
Mm-hmm.
is equal to this pair. Which is... Yeah, you're right, Cosmic. Sine of 104 over 20. Okay?
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 10 to get rid of this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So sine of T is equal to 10 over 20 times the sine of 104. Right?
Mm-hmm.
10 over 20 is the same thing as 1/2. Okay? So technically right here, I could get a number for this. If that makes it easier, you can do it. Let's just do it. Let's just get a number. It's okay. So I'm going to do 1/2, right? Just 0.5 times the sine of 104. Okay? So it gets me 0.485
Mm-hmm.
is equal to the sine of T. I want to figure out what this angle is, but there's this sine attached to it, right? It's like clingy, I don't know, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend or something, you know? It's like, get off of me. All right. The way to get rid of this thing, to get rid of this sine that's attached to it, I mean, go to confession, or you take the inverse sine of both sides. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a go.
What's up, Ethan?
You know, as my grade so far, I almost have an A in physics, you know.
Nice. That's good, Ethan. Let's get your math grade
No.
up. I want to get your math grade up.
Wait,
I,
hold on.
I wish I was
one
doing
other,
physics.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, Ethan?
So another thing I want to say is that that grade might drop down. That physics grade might drop down.
Okay, it's okay. Things go up, things go
Because
down.
of that quiz,
It's okay. You'll do better on the next one.
hopefully.
Okay, so then what I do here, Nick, is I do the inverse sine of that 0.485, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets me 29 degrees. So now I know that angle T is 29 degrees.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I know this one is 29 degrees, and then you just do add them up to 180, right? Just add them up to 180 to get angle S, right?
Mm.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, go take some Advil.
So
Yeah, I
Alright,
already
so-
did.
Go take a lot of Advil. Oh, what's up, Ethan? What's up? We're at the 2 hour and 8 minute mark. Fucking tired.
Alright, so one thing that I know, not know, but I feel like our math teacher isn't here. I feel like he retired or something.
Okay. Well, I'm here. It's okay.
I mean, a physical math teacher.
I'm physical. I mean, but I guess I'm online.
And
Right.
when I'm saying a physical math teacher, I mean a teacher who teaches us in class currently.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that. I don't live in Belize.
Yeah, see, that's. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like we'll get a new teacher, and if it is the teacher that I am thinking of,
Yeah.
I can definitely get an A
Nice, dude.
because she actually kind of helps you during some tests.
That's good, dude.
It's kind
I'm
of
here.
powerful.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Okay, cool. We all good? Did I help everyone out? It's physics, Dr.
Hopefully you
Gold.
did.
What's physics? Did I help Cosmix's question? Oh, you have an exam tomorrow. Yes, good luck, dude. Good luck in your physics exam, Cosmic. I hope the very best for you. If you have any like
I'll,
review questions, you know, you wanted to go over, I'll do them. Maybe not right now because I'm
How
kind of
does he
tired.
have a physics test already? I
A
wonder what
lot of
his
people.
teacher's
A lot of people have
name
tests.
is.
Yeah, a lot of people have tests.
His final exam. I feel like this is reminding me of like of the last year in high school, because the last year will make you go quick.
Oh, mass moment of inertia. That's what he was asking for. Okay, sorry. Yeah. One sec. Let me answer his question for his test. What is a mass? I've never heard that term actually. Sorry. I know what moment of inertia is. Mass moment of inertia. Oh, it's just moment of inertia. Okay. Okay. That's just what I is, I think, Cosmic. So that's what, you know, all these things are. These are all the moment of inertias. I think it's what mass moment of inertia. If you need to determine the mass moment of inertia of like something that's not one of these things, that requires calculus. Yes, depending on the shape, you kind of just plug numbers in. But you saw right before, like, if you have multiple shapes attached to each other, then you have to kind of add them. So, yeah, the classic example is like, here, let me just copy this image in. Yeah, like the painful problem we did. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, let me clear my clipboard, sir. Yeah, so, I mean, one they'll probably do for you is, like, you'll have a circle, and then you'll also have a point mass here. You'll have, like, this is, like, M2, but then, like, the whole circle is M1, and then they'll have, you know, this is the center, right? And then, let's give you some, like, distances. So say this is, like, R2. And then let's say this is R1. Yeah. So what you would end up doing, and let's say this is a solid circular plate, you'd end up using this moment of inertia, right? So the moment of inertia of the circle, right, would be equal to 1/2 m1 r1 squared. And then the moment of inertia of the point thing, so just of like the point mass, that's always just mr squared. So that would be equal to m2 r2 squared. So then the total inertia of the system is adding these two things together. And that would give you I total for the system. Yeah. That's what I think they might do to you, Cosmic, is like that one question where like there are multiple shapes being involved. I don't think, yeah, it's, I mean, again, the true way to calculate moment of inertia is to use calculus doing this. But you're in an engineering-ish class, right? So I don't think you'd have to do... So this is what it really is. It's... Moment of inertia is equal to the integral of r squared dm, is what it is. And you have to, like, add up all the r's and stuff. It's calculus. It's okay. It's just... It's a completely different way of doing it than just looking it up with tables. If something's like irregularly shaped, you have to do it this way. But if it's irregularly shaped, it's also a huge pain in the ass to do the integral. So most likely, you're just going to use stuff with a table. Yeah, 10 a.m. exam, dude. That is rough. Well, best of luck, Cosmic. If you have any questions about it, last minute, just, you know, my DMs are open. Just hit my DM. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming to Office Hours. Had a fun time with you guys. Learned a lot of stuff today. I don't think I'm going to do a golden hour stream tomorrow because I have a friend in town and he wants to go surf. And that's... Although it rained today, so if it's raining tomorrow, then I can't go surf. I will let you guys know tomorrow afternoon if I'm streaming. Yeah. Thanks, Falcon, dude. I appreciate that. Good luck on your test, by the way, Falcon.
That's dope.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one. That's the thing I want. Stay safe, rest well. Yeah. I hope so. Everyone else, please... stay safe and rest well. A lot of people getting sick. I've had a lot of my students have to cancel because like they're feeling sick and whatnot. But yeah, Good luck with everything. Yeah, look, Nick's head hurts. Everything. Yeah, yeah. Stay healthy. I know it's the season changing is what's hard. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I have to run to go teach a student in the next 15 minutes. I don't really have time for games, but if someone wants to really play, I'll play Warzone later with them later tonight. Usually I would play Warzone, but I gotta run. This office hours stream went 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I gotta run to my next student in 15 minutes. But yeah, I will see you guys. I will see you guys on Friday for sure, and that one is gonna be I think it's an hour earlier. So that one's at so it's the same time. Friday, same time Friday. I'll see you guys then. I'll let you know Thursday afternoon if I'm gonna do the stream on Thursday. 15 stream streak. Okay.
You see what it says?
Yeah, that's dope, dude. I like that. I like that 15 stream streak. That's really cool. Hurrah for Thanksgiving break. Yes. Yeah, I probably won't stream during Thanksgiving break, but we'll see. Okay, cool. All right. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy your Wednesday. What's up?
Later.
What's up? Later. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, good luck on all your tests, Cosmic and Falcon. And we'll see you guys around. Peace.